like a surprise every time.
Surprise! Pop out from behind the microphone.
Oh.
It's DEPENDAsplaining time.
Oh, I like that.
Thank you.
That could be our new intro.
Okay, I'll sing it for
Okay.
you later. We'll add some instruments. I'm sure my kids have some musical instruments.
Yeah.
There's a ukulele somewhere around
Drum
here.
solo.
Drum solo.
Yeah.
Kazoo.
Ooh, yeah, the recorder.
The recorder, yeah. Kyle's like, I could play Hot Crust Buns on the recorder. I was like, everyone who was 10 years old could. Not anymore.
Those poor parents that still have to endure the recorders. I have heard that there's still, I don't know, I don't remember where I saw it, but some people, their kids are still getting sent home with recorders.
Yeah.
Hot cross buns.
I mean, it's teaching them something.
Sure.
Yeah.
Teaching how to annoy your family with this noise.
Mm-hmm. My son came home with one. It was like a year ago, I think, and it was like a little plastic cheapy one, like a play one.
Mm-hmm.
And he played it for days, and I mean, like, this was headache-inducing sound.
Yes.
And one day he was playing it right before bed, and I was like, "Hey, can I see that?" And I broke it in half right in front of him. And him and Kyle looked at me like, "Oh my God, what did you just do?" And I was like, "I can't take it anymore."
Mommy lost it.
Mommy lost her shit.
It's
And
gone.
you lost your recorder.
Yep.
It was like a little, like, one of those, like, the ones that come in, like, the goodie bags.
Mm-hmm.
One of those.
Yeah, those ones always seem to disappear in my house. It's so weird.
I know. Shit like that. Kazoos. Another
Yeah.
birthday party.
Yeah, all the toys that come in the birthday gifts. It's like, oh, I don't know what happened to that. I don't know where it went.
I don't know where your candy went.
No,
Wipes chocolate off side of mouth.
you had a piece of cake in there. I'm sure. I think you already ate the cake.
Yeah.
I definitely didn't eat your cake.
You weren't gonna like it. It was chocolate. You weren't gonna like it. It was way too chocolatey.
Yeah, there's way
As
too
my
much
mouth
chocolate.
is watering over it.
Like my daughter says, there's some cakes that she's had, they just had too much fondant. So I'm like, well, I ate it.
Yeah.
You don't like the fondant.
Do you hear the fire trucks?
They're going to go save the day.
Yes. Do you hear that?
Yeah. Ooh.
Ooh. Hey, Kyle. Hope it's a good one. My husband's on shift today.
Give you a little excitement, huh?
Yeah. He's like, God, I hope something's on fire. It's probably something stupid, like an alarm going off or whatever.
Somebody burnt their popcorn in TLF.
Yeah. Well, I almost burned popcorn the other day here in the microwave. So I don't use like the popping bags, the microwavable ones. Mm-hmm. I don't use those. I do my own kernels in a little paper bag. Genius. I swear by it. Just a few kernels in there and fold up the paper bag and put it in there. And then they pop. But the other day, I think I left it in there a little too long and the center started catching on fire. I was like, ah! And it was my last batch of popcorn. I was so sad. I was like, dude, it took me like 2 years to go through that big bag of popcorn. I'm not buying another one because we only have a year left here. So
I know, what's the point?
I know.
That's what I keep looking at. I'm like, I have just a teeny bit left. Not enough for a whole batch for all four of us to eat popcorn, but just enough for like a small little
You
snack.
by yourself?
And might do that.
When the kids aren't there.
Yeah, I'm like, I can't take this with me probably, so don't buy another giant bag of popcorn seeds, kernels.
They might let
they
you
are.
take popcorn. Well, maybe not because weather and all.
We don't want it popping on the ship.
Yeah. If you're going somewhere really hot, it might explode and be like, it'll make like it'll be a good filler for like a package.
It'll protect all my stuff.
Yeah, like the foam peanuts.
Right. And you can eat it too.
And it smells good. Who doesn't like the smell of popcorn?
I love popcorn.
Unless it's burnt, then yeah.
But I hate burnt popcorn. I get really mad at myself when I burn the popcorn.
I know, especially if it's your last batch of it.
Yeah.
Yeah. I hate it. Speaking of hating, let's talk about love. But first, welcome to DEPENDAsplaining. I don't think I said that. Oh, I did. I sang it.
Well, yeah, you sang it a little bit.
DEPENDAsplaining. What? Here we are today. I'm sleep deprived again. I'm so sorry. This is the podcast where Jen explains to you what it's like being a military spouse. And I just agree and spill shit out of my mouth all the time.
Word vomit everywhere.
I word vomit everywhere all the time.
It's the most entertaining part.
I'm really sorry.
Veronica always says, she's like, why did you let me go off on that tangent? And I'm like, why wouldn't I?
But I realized that that's how I talk in IRL.
Yeah.
Yeah, I really do talk like that. And I was like...
in Ireland?
IRL?
Ireland?
In real life. That is abbreviation for Ireland.
I saw it on my son's sweatshirt the other day, and I was like, oh, IRL.
In real life.
Yeah. I was like, wow, Ireland in real life. Yeah. That could be confusing.
Yeah.
But not.
But it can be.
It could be if you're from Ireland.
Yeah. If there's some hipster walking around with a sweater that says IRL. First of all, I don't think a hipster would wear that.
Probably not.
Some millennial. For all you millennials. Millennials.
Millennial.
Jen is a millennial. I forgot what I was talking about. Anyways. Oh, speaking of hipsters, Kyle gets the beer shipped to him, from Brewdog, right? And he stopped his shipment. It was just for a year, but they're still sending him like free beers. I think it's the beer that nobody likes, and they just give to him. And it's mostly sour beers. Have you had a sour beer?
Yeah, I'm not a huge fan.
Nobody is. And I was like drinking it, right? He gave it to me, and I was like, it kind of tastes like Prosecco, which I like Prosecco.
Yeah.
When it was really cold, and then it started warming up, and I was like, fucking hipsters! Like, why would you make a beer that's sour?
I don't understand it.
If you like sour beer out there, raise your hand. Comment on our episode. Let us know. Do you like sour beer? My answer is hell no.
I hope not. I don't know. I've had it a handful of times and it's not not good.
It was so weird. I was offended. I was so offended by I was like, this beer is offending me. Like, I'm offended.
It had potential.
No, it didn't. It should have.
As long as it wasn't sour.
Should have just gone straight down the drain. Yeah, well, I was reading and I was like, ooh, tangerine, ooh, grapefruit. Like, I love a citrusy beer. Mm-hmm. And then it said sour.
Yes.
And it soured my mood. And then it soured my dinner.
At least it was free.
That's true. I'll eat anything that's free.
I know, right?
Drink or eat anything that's free.
You put anything in your mouth that's free.
I will literally put anything in my mouth. Chew it right up and swallow it. I don't mind.
I heard a new quote. We were watching, I don't know, a movie or something, I think. And it was a kid. A kid had said something, and his mom was drinking wine, and a kid goes, oh, yeah, she's just chewing on grapes. So that's what we call it now, and even my daughter is like,
chewing on grapes.
Are you chewing on grapes tonight, Mom? I'm like,
yeah.
No, I'm not.
Oh, my God, the kids things say, what? The thing kids say, they're so funny. Mm-hmm. Yeah. My daughter will be like, oh, you have some beer? We're going to have some beer today? I was like, I don't drink every day. You want a beer? And then we were at the dinner table, and she didn't want to eat, and my son wanted some juice. And I was like, hang on, I'll get you a beer right now. And he turns to his sister. He's like, I'm getting a beer. And I was like, you're getting juice. I don't feed my children beer. My children.
No.
They're so funny. I'm so glad they're back in school, because, oh, my God. They drive me bananas.
Life is so much better now.
I told you, I don't know how my daughter's jaw didn't fall off the entire time. She was nonstop talking.
I don't know how they do it.
I don't know. It was like headache inducing.
I swear I don't know what they are doing at school, but they are at least expelling a lot of energy, because I swear every day my children had so much energy.
Yes.
And they could not burn it off.
Yeah. I don't know.
Like, not ever. And I don't get it.
Yeah.
I tried.
Yesterday when we picked them up from school and we got home and they got out of the car, my son took his sweet ass time getting out of the car. And so we were inside the house watching him from the window, getting out of the car. And then he runs in and I was like, you forgot to close the door. And he runs back and closes it and walks in. And I was like, oh my God, I can't believe you didn't close the door. Like, I was making fun of him. And then my daughter goes, you're useless. She said that. Her teeny tiny 4-year-old body, she's like, you're useless. I was like, I need to watch what I say to my kids, because I tell them all the time, you're useless. I'm joking, but I'm not, but I am. I tell them in a joking manner, but I mean it.
There's truth behind it, but it's also in a loving way.
In a loving way, yes.
I love you to death, but you're so useless to me right now.
Yes, I berate my children in a loving way.
Yes.
They're used to it.
They need it, okay? We're trying to make them stronger people for the world, because the world is harsh and mean.
That's right.
And cruel.
And I can be just as.
Yes.
But I do tell them that I love them and I'm very proud of them every single day as well.
That's important.
Yeah. I think I'm raising pretty good children.
You know, because we need that. We need encouragement. Not only to our children, but we need to do it to ourselves.
We do, Jen.
Yes.
We do. We need self-love. And since we're on the topic of love this month, this is our last episode. I think it'd be a really good idea to talk about self-love, because you need to love yourself first in order to put out that love and receive it back.
You do. It's very important.
Yes.
We get so caught up in our lives, especially if you start getting kids involved and the daily activities that come with that, and just being a military spouse and a wife and doing all the duties, whether you stay at home or you work, and, you know, it's everything starts piling up and you start losing your own self.
Yes, you start losing your own self-worth as well. I know you right now are prepping for a PCS. I know you're not going to share with us where you're going. We still don't know. Jen doesn't know where she's going.
It's a surprise.
It's a surprise. Surprise. No, but you're under a lot of stress.
Yeah.
And just having to deal with shipping a pet and getting the children out of school and ready for another school and the car. And so you hate life, and sometimes you just don't make the best choices for yourself because you're putting everything before you, and then you realize you're not loving yourself. I know when I am not eating in a healthy way, I hate myself for it.
I love it at the time. But then I look at myself and I'm like, oh, I don't like that.
Yeah, I was like, why did I do that? And I start self-loathing and I start hating myself.
Which is the worst.
Yeah.
It's the worst thing you could do to yourself, because you know what? You made those choices and it's okay.
Yeah.
It's really okay. Like, you have the time to get yourself back into shape that you want. You have the time to, you know, fit into those bikinis again if you want to.
Yes, absolutely. But you have to take the time to really love yourself for it. You know, love the body you're in right now. And if you wish to change it, guess what? You can. You have it in you to do it, and you have it in you not just to change the shape of your body. That's just an example. But overall, everything in your life, you have the power to do it.
Yes. And it's good. It's always good to figure out how to get back to yourself again. That's what I've been trying to do now with this new year, is reading self-help books. I hate self-help books because I kind of already know what I need help in.
I know, and they seem so pretentious. Like, oh.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There are some really good ones out there that are more entertaining. I'm like, it's like always the same thing. Like, I know exactly what you're going to tell me, and I know exactly what to do, but that's what's stopping me from, you know, clearing my head. Yeah. And getting out of my head. Yeah. Because I'm like, I already know all this. It's fine. I sound like my son. My son says that all the time. I already know all this, so I can do it. I know all this stuff already. That's my son. I'm like, no, you don't. Okay. Yeah. Learn. Yeah. Learn, Jen. Learn it.
Yeah. I forgot where I was going with this.
Love yourself.
Love yourself.
That's the best thing. So, easy things that you could start implementing every day is saying something nice about yourself. Yes. In the mirror. Gratitude. Say, positive. I learned something new about myself, or I love this about me. Yeah. Or I did this, or something happened to me and it was good. You know? Yeah. That's the best way to start. You really do see a change in yourself. I started doing that the beginning of the month. And it's amazing how much more positive you can start becoming in yourself.
Right. Yes, exactly. I think holding on to something that made you feel really good from the day before versus holding on to something that made you feel really bad. which is what we tend to do, is like we hold on to that stress. And it's like, okay, well, I'm feeling a little overwhelmed with what's happening today. But yesterday I had something great happen, or even if whatever minimal thing is, it really does brighten your day. Like I told you, I woke up today and I was like, oh my gosh, I have so much to do today, right? And I was like, I have to do this and I have to do that. I don't have any printer ink. What am I going to do? And then I was like, well, you know what? I had the entire week with my husband. Like he was off and we got to lounge on the couch a little bit yesterday. He watched a movie and I read a book. And that was a great feeling while the kids were in school. I was like, so I'm trying to hold on to that. I was ready for him to go back to work, but only because I wanted to sleep by myself. But it was such a nice feeling that I'm trying to hold on to that and be thankful for that. And it's like we had such a good time together. And so,
yes,
versus stressing over what's happening. And like we were downstairs in the kitchen right now venting to each other, right, about just, issues, life.
Yeah.
Yeah, things that frustrate us.
Yes.
So, and then I was like, okay, I got it off my chest. Let's move on.
Yes.
Yeah.
That I feel like has helped me the most. Is just being able to like get stuff off of my chest with somebody who is listening and is there to help me, and just to, whether you give me advice or not, it's just they're there to like listen and hear it, and it's like, okay, now I feel better.
Yeah,
I'm
just
all
listening.
I got it out, and now I'm over it. Because that's the best part. You holding all that stress and everything in, the frustrations, is like, it's really bad for your body.
It is.
And then it's also really bad for your brain. And so if you can just get it out with somebody who makes you not feel like you're a terrible person, it's really the best. It's so helpful. And I think that is another huge part of self-love, because you are helping your mentality.
And you have to have the right people around you in order to love yourself. Sorry, I keep bumping my elbow behind me. You have to have the right people around you to be able to love yourself, because they'll be able to see just the wonderful things about you. And you're so critical of yourself already, and it's like, if you have somebody who comes in with a bright, sunny disposition in your life, it's so nice. It's so nice to feed off of that good karma.
Oh, I love being around people who are in such good moods and just like positive about stuff, and just really, really happy all the time. It feels so much better, because even if you're having kind of like a bad day or you're stressing out over something, if you get around friends to go do something and they're just like, you're like, oh, hey, how's it going? And they're like, oh, good, how are you doing? And, things are going great. And, they're just like super peppy and happy, and it makes you feel so much better too. It's just like, it's that, I don't even know what you would call it. Just, you feed off of their enjoyment.
You feed off of people's energy. If you're around somebody gloomy who's just Debbie Downer all the time, it's like, you don't want to be around them. And you're just going to feed off of their energy, versus somebody that, like I said, is happy and just happy and putting out good vibe and good energy.
Yes.
That's contagious too.
It is. So you always think about the mood that you're into. You never know if you might help somebody else out of their sad mood.
Yes, absolutely.
Which is great.
Yes, exactly. It's okay to have bad days, but don't let those take over. Don't let those take over.
Yes.
Like I always tell you how I process my anger, and it might take me a while, and I process it and I try to see why I'm feeling this way, and then I let it go. And then I just let it go, and I'm like, okay, we're good now. It's fine. Everything's fine. Push it down.
Exactly. Just shove it down.
Just
shove down all the emotions.
Down those feelings. It's just pick your battles too, It's like one of those, pick your battles. Is this battle really worth it? Am I going to get my point across? Because you can't argue with crazy. So this is my battle with my daughter every single day about something. And I'm like, pick your battles. My husband Kyle yesterday was like, we took him to school, and my daughter had a stuffed puppy in her hand, and he goes, is she allowed to have that? And I was like, I don't even argue anymore. I was like, as long as she keeps it in her bag during class, I don't say anything to her. Mm-hmm. It's like, because I don't feel like ruining my morning.
No.
I was like, we're good.
I don't feel like getting a boxing match this morning.
Yes.
So.
And I was like, she's been great. She was great. Baby girl, let me do her hair. She looks adorable in her uniform. We're good. It's going to be a good day. Mm-hmm. Versus other days, she's like, I don't want to wear this. It's like, it's a uniform. You have to wear it. I want to wear my sparkly shoes. I want to wear these alien antennas on my head. That was her today. And I was like, you can't wear those to school. I was like, how about you swap it out for another headband? She's like, okay. So she picked like a rainbow headband.
Nice.
So, yeah. I want you guys to stop right now, whatever you're doing, and think about one good thing that's happened to you today and write it down. Write it down. And then tomorrow you'll read it and feed on that feeling. And then the next day you will write something that happened to you, something good. It doesn't have to be one thing. It could be multiple things. Like if you've just been having a fucking rockin' day, like write the entire day down. It's good.
At least one thing of gratitude.
Yeah.
Every day. That's what I was taught.
Yeah.
You can do it in the morning too if you want. At night, you can sit there and you can reflect. And write it out. I would just write it in the notes in my phone.
That's a good idea.
I'm not a big journal type person.
Yeah.
So I just did that. I just wrote down in my notes, like, today I wrote the date and I wrote down the good things that would happen.
That's a great idea. And then it'd be really nice to, like, look back at the end of the year and see all the grateful things that you...
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's exciting because then you forget about, the little things that happened. So it's always... It's fun. It's just a good way to really help your mentality because that is so much. It's really most important.
Yeah.
Is mental health.
Mental health.
I mean, we encourage it all the time, get help whenever you can. Don't let it get to the point that you feel like you can't do anything.
Yeah. You got to project that love on yourself before you put it out there too. It's like... Think about your spouse, too. And if they're doing it, too, this might be a good lesson for them as well to be able to... They got to love themselves first in order to love others the same way or be loved that way as well. Nobody wants to be around a grumpy person.
No. And I know sometimes it can be hard and you can get into your head a lot. And I know I do it all the time. And, like, I get into my head about how you look or... Yeah,
you try to decipher why they're feeling that way. Like, if you're causing it. Yeah.
Yeah, all the time. So it's just really important to try to just stop and step back and really focus on doing you. Getting yourself back to that loving self.
Yes.
We loved ourselves in high school.
Yeah, a little too much, right?
We were the shit.
Yeah.
We were awesome. On top of the world.
Yes, we knew everything.
Yeah.
Everything looked good on us.
Everything, even though I didn't think so, but it really did.
It really did. Even though I ate nachos for lunch.
Oh my God.
Every day in high school.
Ice cream Snickers.
Oh. Yum.
Yeah. That would be, I would save my money and buy that for lunch.
Yum. We had off-campus lunch in my high school.
Oh, lucky.
Yeah, and we had within walking distance, like restaurants within walking distance, and there was this one called Frosty's in my hometown of Dixon, California, that had, like, they would make their own hamburgers there and shakes and stuff. It was like it used to be, I want to say it used to be a drive-in back in, like, the 50s.
Yeah.
But the burger joint's still there, and it's just, like, it was open during lunchtime for the high schoolers. And we would go and get, like, a burger and fries, and they had, like, the really, really thin hamburger patties, which I fucking love. I don't know what it is. It's like, I know people prefer the big patties. No, it was, like, these thin ones. So much flavor packed into them.
Freddy's has those, too.
Yeah? Yeah.
Those are amazing.
Yeah, and then you get your fries, and then a milkshake. And your life is magical. Yeah.
Oh.
And then you dip your fries in the milkshake.
Yes.
Because
Wendy's taught us that.
But Wendy's wasn't in my hometown back then. Not yet, anyways.
So you did that pre-Wendy's?
I did, yeah. I don't think I had ever been to a Wendy's before.
It's that salty and sweetness and the hot from the fries and the cool of the ice cream. And oh, my God.
Yeah. And then Wendy's came in back in, like, I want to say it was, like, 2003 or something like that. They finally opened up in my hometown, and I still had never been to one. Mm-hmm. And I went and I got a Frosty. Oh, yeah. Frosty! How funny! That's what the place was called. Was Frosty. And then I did the same thing, and apparently it was a thing. I was like, okay, well, I've been doing this for years. By the way,
so good.
I fucking invented that shit.
Seriously, Wendy stole it.
They did from me.
I'm hungry.
I know. We record at the wrong time.
We just always somehow
between breakfast and lunch.
I know.
Oh, good Lord.
I need to have my, morning snack and a second breakfast and then...
Mm-hmm. Speaking of food, I decided to do keto again because I felt so good last time I did it. Again, that goes back to self-love, right? Because I was not feeling so great about myself, about not even so much my appearance. It was like my gut. Like I just I could tell like things weren't normal in there. And so I was like, I'm going to try keto again. And I'm going to approach it differently this time, or just with a different mindset. And so we'll see how it goes. And I've been drinking like my protein shakes in the morning with like added superfruit and stuff. And I was like, they fill me up until about 10 o'clock.
Yeah.
And then I'm hungry.
Well, the hunger sets in again.
Yeah. And then I'll have another smoothie or something. And then finally some solids.
Lunch.
Yeah, but it was like, it's incredible what just a couple days of doing it does to your body. Like, I feel like my gut feels so much better already. Like, can't wait to see in a couple of weeks what happens.
That's important too. I mean, just to listen to your body.
Yeah.
And get it what it needs.
Yeah.
I read somebody's post recently, and it was just talking about how to look at things in a different way. So if you're feeling overly tired and that you're not usually that tired or fatigued throughout the day, figure out what you need. Maybe you need more sleep. Maybe you need more quality sleep. Maybe figure out how to get more of that sleep. Or you're just not feeling, something is off in your brain. You're not as focused. Everything's foggy. Figure out like what you would need for that. And so
definitely your body's trying to tell you something. It's like your brain is trying to do something that you think you're so used to and you want to get done. But your body's telling you otherwise. It's like you need to slow it down. I had that happen to me when my husband was deployed this last time. It was like 8 years ago. He deployed and I was by myself in a different country and I had just started a new job. And I felt really overwhelmed. I couldn't get like a routine. I didn't have friends either. I didn't have like solid friends. I had like acquaintances, but I didn't have like solid friends. So I didn't have any support. And I felt really overwhelmed, and I was waking up at like 6 a.m. and I felt fine. I felt totally fine. I could hear my alarm just fine. And there was one day where I woke up and it was 10 o'clock, and I was like, oh my God, like I am late for work, obviously, because I was supposed to be in there at like 7:30. And I was like, holy shit. And I called, and they're like, Veronica, we're so worried about you. Like, I was like, I don't know what happened. I was like, I just woke up. And they're like, dude, the colonel was out, like, driving around looking for you. He thought, like, because it was, like, I think it was cold outside, so we were worried we're going to be in the snow or something. He's like, we thought you, like, were in a ditch somewhere dead. And I was like, oh, my gosh, I'm so sorry. Like, I don't know what happened. And, like, I slept, like, I didn't even wake up.
That's crazy.
Yeah, with my alarm or anything. So the next day I set, like, 5 alarms up. And they went off, but I felt better because I think I got to bed a lot earlier because one of my coworkers talked to me about the same thing. She's like, you have a lot on your plate right now and you need rest. She's like, you take the weekend off. Like, I was like, okay. So one of those was like, my body was telling me to slow it down. And I was like, I got to keep going because I'm by myself.
Yeah. That's another, listening to your body is very important. You help your body and your body will help you.
Yeah.
And it also, whether it's, you help your body in a way of like, like keto or intermittent fasting or things like that where you're doing stuff for your body.
Diet-wise.
Whether it's like for weight loss or just to get yourself back on track, you will start feeling better.
Absolutely.
And that is a big thing. That'll help your mental health as well.
Yes.
It's great. I just want to let you all know I'm not a doctor or dietitian, so
we are not. No, we're just going off of how we felt. It's diet helps. Healthy diets help a lot with your attitude, with how you feel, And because you're changing the way you look on the outside, you're going to love the way you feel on the inside too. Mm-hmm. So even if you just start going to the gym and adding in an exercise, like you'll see a difference. It's crazy how you feel. Like I feel great after a workout. I'm tired and I beat up my body and it hurts, but I feel great. Like I got this done. I was able to get my body to do that, and I finished it. Like yeah,
it feels good. And whether you see the changes happening or you don't, like there's still changes that you're getting stronger. Whether you have like muscle bulging out of your arms or not, you're still getting stronger. You're building that muscle.
Yes.
Again, I'm not a doctor, but
and it builds endorphins, so.
Make you happy.
They make you happy. Happy people just don't kill other people.
Yeah, exactly. Save a life.
Yeah. Jen, what's one thing you do to self-love? Keep it peachy.
Okay, peachy. Peachy ways.
Peachy ways.
Well, like I said, I do the gratitude.
That's really smart.
Which is helpful. And, yeah, that's about it.
Yeah.
I try to do things every now and then when I remember, and I just try to like not put myself down as much.
That's really hard.
It's really hard because I always want to look a certain way, but I don't. And then I see other people look a certain way, and I'm like, why don't I look like that?
Yeah, and then I turn and look at the mirror and be like, you whore.
I look at myself and I'm like, what is that?
You dirty bitch.
Why can't I get my arms to look like that?
No.
It's just, and then there I go. But then I'm like, look at, it's okay.
It's okay. So I think like that all the time. I put myself down all the time. I look in the mirror and be like, why? Mm-hmm. Why did you eat that bag of Doritos, Veronica?
Why did you eat 10 Swiss rolls to yourself in one sitting?
Oh,
no
God.
regrets.
Yeah. Why did you eat that entire pint of Ben & Jerry's?
Mm-hmm.
And you waited till your kids were in bed.
Why did you eat the whole box of ice cream bars?
Yeah.
Why did you eat the whole box of Twix ice cream bars?
Yeah. Yeah. But then I'm like, you know what? I am healthy. I'm fit. I work out. I'm good. Mm-hmm. I'm happy. Mm-hmm. And this is how I see it. This might sound kind of conceited, but I wish I had somebody else's body, right? But I'm sure somebody's looking at us being like, I just wish it looked like them.
Right.
That might sound really conceited. My Melissa was the one that told me that, because I was like, one time I told her, I was like, why can't I have Jen's legs? I was like, I want Jen's long giraffe legs so I can wear tiny shorts like that and not feel ashamed of my body. And she goes, I bet you anything Jen's looking at you and saying, oh, I wish I had Veronica's butt or something.
Yeah.
And I was like, see, we're so critical. I was like, I want our friend Kai's tiny waist.
Yes.
Yeah, I want Melissa's smooth skin.
Yes.
I want Jen's, I'm going to Frankenstein myself right now. I want Jen's legs, Kai's little waist, Melissa's skin.
Give me your skin, Melissa.
Yeah. And
put the lotion on the skin.
Puts the lotion on the skin.
I want Melissa's metabolism too.
I know, right?
I feel like she is able to like eat more delicious things than I can.
Yeah. And she's vegan and she finds a way.
Oh, girl, I'm so proud of you.
And her husband made that like nacho cheese out of the nuts.
Cashews.
Yeah.
Yes.
That
still blew my mind.
Mm-hmm.
And it was delicious.
Which I have a backstory to that. Not my backstory, but it's something I heard on a different podcast about murder.
Oh.
Someone who was involved in like a murder was the one that invented that cheese dip out of the cashews.
They were a murderer?
Uh-huh. I have to look it up. I think I heard it on like last podcast on the left.
Yeah.
No. I don't know. One of those.
There's so many.
Maybe the True Crime Garage or something about this cheese. Mm-hmm. This cheese that she invented and...
The cheese murderer.
Something. I don't think it... I think it was like her husband maybe. I don't know. I'll have to look it up and I'll send it to you. But I was like, oh, that's the cheese that Melissa and Brian make. And I was like, it tastes like cheese.
It does.
And there's no dairy in it.
I know. That's amazing.
Yeah. Sidebar.
The things that we... are amazed by.
Bar. Oh, I'm amazed by a lot of stuff.
Yeah.
So that's another way to promote self-love. Like, be amazed in things that spark joy.
Yeah.
That make you smile in some way, like rainbows. Fucking make a big deal of the rainbow, like children do. Oh my God, it's a rainbow!
Yes.
Yeah.
When we had that last rainbow, I was amazed by it. It was beautiful. And then I saw a second one. I was like, oh my God, look, it's a double rainbow.
Double rainbow.
Life is so amazing right now.
I know.
Look at what the earth has created.
I get really happy when I see big fluffy clouds.
How do flat earthers
deny that?
How do they deny having a round earth when the rainbows are round?
Rainbows are round. Yeah.
How does that work?
Some theories are that it's a dome, so maybe it's reflecting the shape of the dome. Somebody tell us.
I can't.
Any flat earthers out there?
Are you a flat earther?
Hello.
Do you also believe that the Holocaust was a hoax, too?
That was not a hoax.
Do you also believe that Titanic was just a movie and didn't actually happen, too?
I believe that Tupac's alive. We all want to believe that Tupac is alive.
He's just in hiding. It's fine.
It's all right.
He got his money. He was fine.
How does he keep pumping out music? That's good and current.
Exactly. There's just one person that knows.
It's been a while. Yeah. It's been a while since he's pumped out anything good, I think. I don't know. Yeah. Tupac forever.
Yeah.
Yeah. Tupac's alive. John F. Kennedy's alive. Elvis is alive.
Oh, yeah. Elvis is living, all by himself.
Yeah.
On an island.
Can you believe that? I wonder if anybody's actually done something like that, pulled something off like that. Like a celebrity pretending to be dead in order to
like fake your own death.
Yeah, like what's fucking Chappelle disappeared for years.
He did.
I don't think there was ever any rumors that he was dead, but I think he just was like, I'm done. I think he addresses it in his new comedy special.
He did, yeah. He addressed it in his one on Netflix. He was smart. He was tired of bullshit.
He's so funny.
He's hilarious, and he's a realist. He just tells it as it is, and I can respect people like that.
Yeah, and it was like, oh, you went there. It's like, but you were thinking it. Mm-hmm. We were all thinking it. It's like, he said it, but you were thinking it.
That's the best part, because it's true.
Yeah.
It's completely true.
Yes.
I'm glad somebody's brave enough to say it.
He's pissing off people, I'm sure.
Mm-hmm. Everyone's going to get mad at
Everyone's
something.
going to yes, exactly.
And that's the thing you can't use. Hello, self-love.
Self-love.
Stop getting angry.
Part of self-love is mind your business.
Yeah.
Mind your business. Other people's opinion of you is none of your business.
Exactly. You know what? That actually will make you feel a lot better. Mm-hmm. It will get you through life a lot easier if you stop worrying about what other people are thinking about you, too. Yeah. It's hard. I mean, I know some people have a harder time with it, too. Mm-hmm. But you just have to constantly reinforce yourself. Like, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter.
Because you are who you are, mm-hmm. and you have things that people are not going to like. And that's okay, because you have to love yourself either way. And they have things that you're not going to like about them, but mm-hmm. that's okay, because they love themselves that way too. And you probably love them just as much, like your spouse. Look at your spouse right now. Look at their fucking face right now and tell me what you don't like about them. I can tell you right now.
I have a list.
I have a laundry list.
Do we have 8 years to talk about this?
Yeah, a laundry list. But I have so many good things to talk about mm-hmm. with that. And those are way better than the negatives.
Yeah.
So.
Exactly.
Like how he makes me laugh. And he makes me mad when he chews next to me, makes sound effects with his mouth. Like yesterday, was eating nuts in the car. He's like, no, 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 no. He kept doing that every time he put food in his mouth. He's like, on purpose, he's like, no, no, no. And I was like, can you, for the love of God, stop making mouth noises next to me? He's like, would it help if I went chomp, chomp, chomp? I was like, no, I can't sit next to him or my son when they're eating, because I want to punch them both in the face. Yeah. But I love them because they have beautiful faces.
And they're super sweet.
They're super sweet.
It is. There's always going to be something mm-hmm. when you love somebody. And it's going to be the same with you. People are going to find stuff that they do not like about you that you do, but who cares?
Who cares?
They love you anyway. They love you anyway.
Yeah, and if they don't love you, they just haven't gotten to know you.
Right.
As well.
Exactly. And you can't beat yourself up over that either. Because you are really not going to be friends with everyone that you encounter.
No. And you have to accept that too. You can't be best friends with everybody you encounter. You can't be friends with, a lot of people. Mm-hmm. And you're going to frustrate someone along the way. And they're going to frustrate you. Mm-hmm. It's okay. It's okay. That's why you have those friends that you can vent with. Yeah. I have Jen. I tell her everything.
I know, that's why Veronica is around.
Yeah. And then we tell you guys.
That's why I keep you around.
Yeah. It's the only reason.
It's really the only reason. Just kidding. You're the best.
Okay, thank you. You're the best too.
Self-love, people. Self-love.
Yes.
Love yourself. I have some quotes for self-love.
Why don't you go and love yourself, Jen?
That we can send off with. Self-love quotes. I got these on goalcast.com. The first one. Love yourself first, and everything else falls into line. You really have to love yourself to get anything done in this world.
Oh, boom.
Lucille Ball.
I love her.
She's so good.
She was perfection. Best comedian ever.
She really was.
Yes.
I love her.
In her era, think about it. Like, how genius was she? Yeah. Vita Vita Vegemin. Best episode ever. If you need a good laugh, that you'll have to rewind to be able to watch it completely because you'll be dying laughing.
Yeah, for real. Gross.
What's in your throat, Jen?
I don't know.
What did you swallow this morning?
Nothing.
Not enough self-love.
I didn't put enough self-love in me. Remember, you've been criticizing yourself for years and it hasn't worked. Try improving yourself and see what happens.
Exactly.
Lois Hay.
I don't know who that is.
I don't either, but that's smart.
It is smart. Yeah.
I like it.
Yeah.
Don't ask yourself what the world needs. Ask yourself what makes you come alive. And then go and do that. Because what the world needs is people who have come alive.
Yes. That's appreciating the rainbows and the fluffy clouds.
Exactly.
Mm-hmm.
Way to go, Howard Thurman.
Thurman?
Mm-hmm. Thurman. Until you value yourself, you won't value your time. Until you value your time, you will not do anything with it.
I like that.
M. Scott Peck.
I like that. That's Mr. Peck sounds fun.
He seems very knowledgeable.
Oh, yeah.
I'm trying to, if I look at their name and I'm like, I don't know how to say that. I'm like, well, we'll just skip that one.
I'll try to help you.
We'll try this one. Love yourself. Duh.
Period.
Enough to take the actions required for your happiness. Enough to cut yourself loose from the drama-filled past. Sorry.
See, that's letting go of those feelings.
Yeah. Enough to set a high standard for relationships. Enough to feed your mind and body in a healthy manner. Enough to forgive yourself. Enough to move on.
Yes. Mm-hmm. Yes. Enough to forgive yourself. I like that. Forgive yourself for things of the past that you're still beating yourself up for.
Yes. Because we do that a lot.
Yes.
It's hard.
Yeah.
And you do have to you have to stop.
Yeah. We're only human. We make mistakes.
Mm-hmm. That was Steve Maraboli. Maybe.
You have to say it with an Italian accent.
I don't know how to do that. I was about to go country.
Pinch your fingers together.
Maraboli.
You can do country?
I don't know, my voice was kind of wanting to go to a twang. No, I know.
All accents. Do it in all accents.
Oh, I don't know how to mash them all together.
I know, I'm not very good with accents. Even living here in the UK, I still don't know how to do a British accent.
Yeah, I don't. Sometimes I can turn it on, and sometimes I'm like, I don't know what I'm doing anymore, and I'm sorry if I offended you.
Sorry.
All.
Yeah.
I'm trying. The worst loneliness is to not be comfortable with yourself. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, you could be surrounded by a bunch of wonderful people, but if you're not comfortable in your own skin, in your own mind, in your own feelings, it's the worst feeling. Mm-hmm. Yeah, and that goes with mental health, too. maybe that's where you really need to seek professional help as well to help you get through those feelings.
Yeah. Good old Mark Twain.
Mark Twain.
He's got some good stuff.
He does a lot of Listen, my brain right now, I told you this morning, it's Swiss cheese.
Marbles.
Marbles are rolling around and they're falling through the holes of the Swiss cheese, and the marbles are my children.
Yes.
I'm just like, oh my God.
We have a lot of good sayings that we talk about with our children are marbles. Because they are just all over the place and you can never gather them together.
They just keep rolling away.
They bounce off each other and they're gone.
Yeah.
But this also is my brain this morning too. My brain is marbles.
Yeah.
They're just bouncing off each other and one goes one way, one goes the other, one goes this way, and you are trying to get them all to go one way, and they don't.
You have so much going on with this PCS, and then the kids with the school, and their after-school activities, and then the podcast, and then you're doing the spouses dining event on base. What else you got?
Oh, I don't
See, she can't even think straight, people.
We have one more visitor coming before we leave. My dad's coming.
Oh, he is coming?
My dad's coming.
Yay. It only took him 10,000 years,
no,
Dad.
Dad? God.
But you're thankful for that he's coming.
I am.
So.
I'm very thankful. And so it's like all this stuff, like the PCS moving overseas, whether it's you're moving to overseas or leaving overseas or going to another overseas assignment is so much more complicated. Yes. We have to worry about shipping the car. I have to get it fully cleaned out beforehand, and hopefully all the dirt stays off of it before we turn it in.
Not in this weather.
I know. I'm like, I don't know how that works.
Yeah.
We have to get the paperwork in order to turn in the car, and we have to get paperwork in order to unenroll the children. I have to figure out how to enroll the children into the new school, and then we have to find a house. It's like the dog is complicated.
Yeah, they do make it really complicated with the pets.
Yeah, she has a lot of there's just a lot of paperwork with her and getting stuff, and it's just like meticulous. And some things are different where it's like in an email it says you do this, but in their actual brochure that it sends you, it says you to do it you can do it this way, and it's like, please tell me what to do. I don't want to mess this up and, get in trouble. I'm trying. They're like, oh, if you don't have a permit, they cannot they can't come in here. And if they're caught without a permit, then you can have fines and jail time. And I'm like, oh my God, it's a dog.
Yeah, she's my dog. I'm not smuggling in hyenas from Serengeti.
Right? It's so complicated. I'm like, oh my God, you guys. Chill.
Wow. Chill out. You're living under sunshine. Calm down. Maybe all that sunshine has fried your brain.
Probably.
Yeah. Calm down. Calm down.
Listen, it's just, So, my brain is like marbles.
Oh, man.
Everywhere. All the things. I'm like, I gotta make a costume for for the spouses dining. And I gotta do I gotta make my own, decorations. I want to provide something for them as well. And it's just like, oh my God.
Yeah.
What day can I do this stuff?
Never.
No, that's how I feel.
That's how I feel too, because I'm also doing the spouses dining on base, and we have a good group of women doing it, and our main leader, I could see she's really overwhelmed because this is her project, it's her vision, and I was like, I could see she's overwhelmed, so I'm trying to help her as much as I can. But I have a lot of stuff going on too, with the kids in school and after school activities, and I teach my fitness classes, and I'm trying to get involved with the Red Cross and just finding some time to be able to appreciate what I got going on, which I am very appreciative, don't get me wrong.
Oh, yeah.
But just to sit down and let it soak in. So what I've been doing now, instead of watching TV before bed, is I started reading again. Because it, shuts down my mind, and I'm able to just, relax. Except for last night. I don't know why. It was, midnight, and I'm I'm still awake. Usually I'm out by, 10 o'clock. Sometimes 9, sometimes 8:30. Depends on the day, I guess.
Depends on who's here.
And my husband was in bed, and I could hear him kind of lightly snoring. I was like, shit, he's already asleep, and I'm not. And then finally dozed off, and then I woke up, and I was like, oh, I gotta do this, I gotta do that. Like I said, I was cold, and then like my alarm went off. I was like, shit, it's time to wake up. So I got up and had coffee, had some quiet time, had my coffee while I read. It was nice.
That's
Centered
good.
myself. But I am feeling tired. Like, I can tell, like, I need sleep.
Yeah.
And I gotta keep going today.
It's hard. And so during those times, it gets hard to kind of, like, calm your brain down and get yourself back to, like, it's okay. Yeah. It's going to be okay.
But today I'm thinking, like, okay, well, today my gratefulness is that I got the kids ready in the morning. They were happy. I didn't have to yell at them at all. Because usually I'm like, put on your shoes, do this, do that. And this morning, everything ran smooth. They got to school. They were happy. We're good. I'm like, okay, we're good. Now I have a messy house, but that's something that I can take care of today or tomorrow. Mm-hmm. And
that's good.
Yeah.
You find the positive in everything, and that's what you have to do with yourself, too. You always just find the positive, whether you're like, I don't like this about myself. And it's like, well, you know what?
Yeah.
It's fine.
What was your positive from yesterday?
I finally found out I passed my certification for group fitness instructor.
Yay! That was a long wait.
Yeah, it's been a year process.
Yes, oh my God.
Let me tell you.
Yeah. But it's done with. You passed it.
Yes.
And we can move forward from here.
I'm certified for at least 2 years now.
Yes, yeah, 2 years. That's great. Congratulations, Jen. I'm proud of you.
Yes.
You're going to do great.
I'm just glad. I'm relieved. I'm happy. And I'm excited to start this new journey.
Yay! I'm excited for you.
Yeah. So.
Yeah.
Grateful.
Good job. Good job.
Self-love.
Anything else?
That's all.
That's all.
That's all, folks.
I hope we were helpful to you guys and that you're able to take some advice from us. Mm-hmm. Take some pointers.
We're not professionals.
We're not professionals.
We're just here to help.
Yeah. I think we've been through a lot in our lives that we can give you advice.
Yeah. Well, we're just and we're always continuously working on ourselves, and it's always just good to share with people. So if you're feeling like you're in that same type of boat of like, I'm like really down on myself and I don't know what to do with myself anymore, it's like, we're here for you.
This military life is hard, and it knocks you down so hard, so fast.
All the time.
And us as Dependas, we are quick to get up and dust ourselves off and keep on going, because that's what we've been doing for years now. Mm-hmm. And for those that are new to this, you will learn to do it. Pick yourself up by your bootstraps.
Yeah.
And keep on going. You've got this. Just remember to take care of yourself. Love yourself.
Yes.
Be positive.
Any chance you get.
Any chance you get. See the silver lining in things. Mm-hmm. I know there's some situations where just everything's a dark tunnel. I understand, but those feelings are temporary. And if they're feelings that you think they're going to stay with you forever, they might, but just circle them in positive thoughts and not so much negative. Mm-hmm. Focus on the positives, not the negatives.
Mm-hmm. It's beautiful.
Thank you. Mm-hmm. This is what I try to do with my life.
Yes, I do too. It's hard. I'm not going to lie to y'all. It is hard, but you just have to just keep trying. Mm-hmm. Baby steps.
Baby steps. Mm-hmm. Yes. Yes. You will get there. Whatever changes you make for the better, you will get there.
Yep.
Yep.
Great.
Thanks.
I loved it.
Good job, Jen.
So if you have any tips or tricks for any of your new spouses out there, or you're having any issues and you just need someone to chat, email us.
We're here for you.
DEPENDAsplaining@gmail.com or Facebook, Instagram, or tweet at us.
Yes. We're here for you. We listen. We love reading your comments. Rate us on Apple Podcasts. Subscribe wherever you're listening to us. It really helps us.
Yes.
Helps us get out there to more people.
It brings us self-love.
Brings us self-love.
Self-love for the podcast.
Because if you're not listening, we hate ourselves.
Yeah, we are constantly wondering what we're doing wrong.
Yeah.
And why you don't like us, especially that 1 star. So,
well, why don't you just tell us what you don't like, and we'll try to better it for the better.
For the better.
For the better. Better it for the better.
Yes, and make sure you download that Mill-So Muster.
Mill-So Muster. That's right.
On your store.
Very resourceful. So, yeah, definitely take a look at that.
New stuff added all the time.
Yeah. Once again, reach out to us at DEPENDAsplaining@gmail.com, Facebook, Twitter, or Instagram, or whichever other way you can find us. Good luck.
Shout outside your window. We'll hear you.
We'll hear you. We have excellent ears. We've been trained for years with children.
Yes.
Yes. And husbands and wives yelling out, "Where's my belt?" Be like, "Motherfucker, you left it in the laundry room." Yeah, it's all good. Good times.
I love it.
Jen's having a good day. She's really excited about her certification, so...
Life is good.
Yeah, good for you.
Life is good. Keep that self-love up, guys.
Yes.
Positivity, bring it. Bring it with you. Because wherever you go...
There you are. Goodbye.